You guys do all the right things all the right way. And today, I feel like it's my honor to be up here honoring the person that's getting this award. Um, this person and I grew up together as lawyers, and we knew Bob Elster, and we understand what that means to the significance of this award. So I'm going to be pleased in a minute to introduce Robert W. Bob Sumner as the recipient of this year's award. Uh, After finishing college at Wake Forest, Bob stayed there to go to law school, where his study habits were so legendary that he earned the nickname of Monk. And there are people today who still call him Monk for that reason. There are other people that call him different things for different reasons. He went on from Wake Forest Law School to clerk for Justice Susie Sharp in the North Carolina Supreme Court in 1971. And the next year, he joined the law firm, which at that time was named Teague, Johnson, Patterson, Dilthey, and Clay. Some of you have been around will remember some of those names. Some of you are still trying to forget some of those names. Bob Kaler, I'm looking at you. Um, but anyway, due to a chance encounter in the hallway on one of Ron Dilthey's finer days, where he was talking to Bob out in the hall, and he said, "Okay, Sonny boy." And from that day to this day, I don't think I've called him Bob ever again. I'll call him Sonny boy, as does Paul Cranfield. So he has a lot of nicknames, but Cranfield, Sumner, and Hartzog was started in 1992, and Bob Sumner was truly our premier litigator. I have never known anyone in my whole life that worked as hard or as long or as diligently as Bob Sumner, and he deserved that nickname Monk because that's just what he did. And I don't care if it was Saturday, Sunday, whatever it was. He was always in the office working. He was the hardest worker I've ever known. He was the most prepared lawyer I've ever known. And you still see people across the state. I still see them, and they'll say, "How's Bob doing? How's Bob?" And these were people that he had cases against in court who respected him so much and liked him so much. Um, I think that when you look at the criteria of this award for sustained excellence, integrity, ethics, conducting himself in a civil and courteous manner, I can't imagine anybody more qualified to receive this award than Bob Sumner. And his professionalism started in the office. There's so many people today who will tell you what he meant to them as a partner or as somebody who's helping them along, mentoring them. He was a very, very busy lawyer. He was never too busy to talk to somebody about a problem they had, whether you were a client or an associate or a staff person in the law firm. He was just always there for other people. Outside the firm, he was the chair of the North Carolina Bar Association litigation section. He was the chair of the North Carolina State Bar Board of Legal Specialization. He's been a CLE speaker on a number of occasions. Um, he retired in 2016 after this is what way he put it to me. He retired in 2016 after being struck by lightning in 2015, which he was. Somehow he got no nickname from that, but it did push him into being a Sunday school teacher at White Memorial Presbyterian Church in Raleigh, where he is currently teaching, and he uses the same system of markers that he used in preparing for his cases. And from all reports, he's an excellent Sunday school teacher using the same color coded highlighting and the same flip charts, and is just a renowned person in there. I have a lot of stories that I could tell about Bob. I don't have time to tell them here now. And there are a lot of people in here who have asked me not to. So that we'll say for another day. But in all seriousness, I can't think of another person that's more, qualified to receive this award from this organization. And so I introduce to you my friend, Bob Sumner. Thank you.
Well, I figured I'd used up all my lives with the lightning. And if I wanted to retire, I better hurry up and do it. So that's basically how that happened. I don't really have anything special to add really to what Dan has said. In terms of professionalism, I don't have the magic sauce for it. I always felt like that the best way to have a professional relationship with another attorney is to simply get along with him. Be nice, be yourself, respect the other attorney, tell the other attorney whatever he needs to know, but really just basically be yourself. I don't have any special wisdom. Just basically be yourself, and that's kind of what I always try to do. People tell me what was your secret. We just basically tried to treat people the way we would like to be treated ourselves. So if I had to summarize my philosophy, I guess it would be that I kind of tried to follow the golden rule when it came to handling cases. I wanted the other attorney to treat me kind of the way I would be treating him. And that's pretty much it. And I'd like to thank you. You are a great set of lawyers. I always enjoy being a lawyer, but I'm also enjoying being retired. And I guess in a way, I've been accused of still holding court in Sunday school. All right, thank you.